Hi folks, and welcome back to another video here on my channel. I've done a previous video on Avengers Alliance, a Facebook game, back when I thought I was going to go through a series called Games I Play on Facebook. Haven't gotten around to the other ones yet. One of the ones that I was going to do was SimCity Social. That one is getting canceled, and EA was like, oh, we're going to move our resources over to stuff that isn't quite so old, which was astounding to me because SimCity wasn't even just about a year old or so at the time they announced it, so there was a lot of irate people that spent money on that and everything. So today we're revisiting Marvel Avengers Alliance in the wake of the Iron Man 3 movie and the beta for the Game by Gazillion going open beta. The reason why I'm going to do this video today is I'm going to show you just how incredibly OP the new Iron Man is. I've jumped on him pretty quick and I certainly don't regret it. I'm going to show you a little bit about him first before we go into some PvP. Here's his new suit. It is the Iron Man MK42 armor. It's in reference to the new movie Iron Man 3. His old outfit that I was wearing with him was this original blaster outfit. And there's his ISOs. As you can see, I invested fairly heavily in him, but I hadn't really upgraded all of his ISOs yet. He comes with repulsor ray, missile barrage, deflector shield, unibeam, and he has this new auto-targeting interface. And he was flying. Now for the new armor, you have the Tactician variant, which I actually just encountered, and you have the Blaster variant, which is slightly cheaper. He still has auto-targeting and flying, but now he has the advanced shield algorithm, which for me procs about a 438 hit point shield before an attack comes in. And he can call for backup, which is a bunch of armor suit variants coming in whenever he feels like and just flying in. Here's his stats currently. I'm mostly focused on attack because that's how I treat Iron Man, like just basically a glass cannon. However, did go for some ones that had a little bit of accuracy so that his Heartbreaker unibeam wouldn't miss, causing the charges to reset. And actually should go with some stuff for stamina so that I can continue, but as you can see, his stamina is pretty high, so he should be able to get through a PvP fight without really having to recharge. The 418 stamina on that unibeam, and we'll take a comparison to the original, which is 298, so it is considerably more expensive. And you'll notice the... Hold on a second, I have a fire truck going by. You'll notice the deflector shield over here is missing, and it's been replaced by this high energy laser. These two here work in tandem with each other. Missile bombardment sets everybody burning and bleeding. And of course, unlike the other one, it's stealthy and catastrophic. High energy laser exploits the burning. So this too is just a wicked AoE combo. It used to be, if I used Iron Man, I was pretty much stacking unibeam charges. Now it's actually these two that are a good tandem for each other. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change my equipment slightly. Okay, I actually still have it. Here's what my agent is running at the moment. I have Chakra Strike, which probably could change in PvP to be a buff item, like a healing one or a stamina restore one. Actually, I might give that a try here. I should go for more of a buff one because, to be honest, I don't really use Chakra Strike that much. If I want a single target attack, I go for the Warbringer. Chakra Strike has the potential to do more if it applies any of the debuffs. Usually this is a good one if you know that you're not going to kill the person with a Warbringer hit, so you can stack up some debuffs on them, so I'll leave it. I used Army of One as my setup for my Johnny Blaze. This would get everybody burning, and then Johnny Blaze over here would be able to exploit it with his fireball. What I'm doing now is I'm using it as a setup. If he goes before Iron Man, even though Iron Man does bleeding and burning, I can set him up for using his other laser early if my agent goes first. Warbringer's my single target attack. It's pretty heavy. Everybody's running a Warbringer. Since I had the 4 slot open up, I've gone ahead and put in a flashing eye. This works very well in tandem with my World War II Captain America. Basically, I'll flashing eye him, knowing that he's going to wind up taking a lot of the hits. It's a good defense. If he's capped out, I might go offense on the agent. If he's hurting a little bit, I'll flashing eye him. He absorbs the next attack. Next attack heals him. There you go. So let's take a look at what we pull over here. I just actually encountered my first Iron Man 3 armor in a PvP battle in the last one, and here we go again. Probably Blaster Tactician is going to be my guess. Now, unfortunately, my Iron Man is going first, so that means I'm going to use the bleeding and burning missiles. They hurt after a while. They do a considerable amount of damage over time if they're left unchecked. Yep, Blaster Tactician. That's pretty much what I expected. So, we'll go ahead. You can see that's relatively solid damage. Alright, we'll have 2 of his guys going first. He'll probably do the Dark Vapors. Here we go. Go ahead. I ran a bolt first. See, I don't mind too much if Captain America takes some early hits, because then it just makes my decision easier when it comes to the flashing eye. And this will actually, it'll be a little bit of a nice effect to see Iron Man showing up more than Johnny Blaze, because then that means melee attacks are on the table. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the Iron Man. Oh, wow, that's interesting. I'm just going to try to get 2 attacks off the Iron Man. Alright, so I'm going to flashing eye him. Hopefully, see, this is risky in the sense that you hope the next attack comes in big and not some piddly little 200 hit point one. That'll be perfect. And he's almost back at full health. And here comes call for backup from the enemy Iron Man. Or look like... There it is. It does a reasonable amount of damage. It's not anything to write home about, but it's enough. And hey, it's just a free AoE attack, so why not? Alright, so everybody's burning, everybody's bleeding. He's going to die just to debuff, so I'm going to go ahead and exploit it for the hell of it. Perfect. Took out the enemy Iron Man, took out the blaster, and we'll just go ahead and plow the crap out of him. So, there you go. There's a pretty decent example of how this new Iron Man is quite overpowered. I was fairly even with the opponent. More hit points, more stamina. He had more attack due to more blasters. I had a little bit more defense, better accuracy, better evasion, and he had better generalists than me, which is kind of rare. I don't see people getting a lot out of their generalists. So we'll take a look at another battle. So this guy is a little bit more offensive than me, considerably more defensive. More hit points, more stamina, less attack. equal on defense, way more accurate. He's got even evasion to me. And see, there you go, more generalists. His items are pretty much like mine, except I've got the overabundance of pin particles. This should be a win. Alright, now this is a more classic PvP battle that you'd see. You have the Blaster, Human Torch, and the Tactician, Doctor Strange. That's perfect. Bash the hell out of him. This is a standard opening for Doctor Strange. This is what you always expect. You get Vapors, and then it'll do a Bolts that Captain America will probably block. Alright, so just because I'm probably going to overpower him, I am going to go ahead and set everybody on fire and bleeding. Even though that'll help the Human Torch, Captain America will be right behind him. Oh, he has a bruiser. Interesting. Could have gone for the bruiser and started stacking unibeam charges, but yeah, I know it's gonna hurt, but I'm gonna flashing eye him next time. And to help out future attacks, I'm gonna go ahead and do the shield throw. The enemy team's got some pretty good shielding on it for this one. I haven't really done a whole lot of damage. This could be bad. Yeah. Definitely putting a flashing eye on him because Captain America's about ready to die. And Ring of Fire is going to proc. Hopefully it won't kill him. Boy, that's close. That's so close. Go ahead and block the Human Torch and get your hit points back. Go ahead. Sweet. Big crit on the fireball, and the majority of his health is back. And hopefully you'll bash him. Perfect. See, now the good thing is flashing eye is up every turn. Ah. Jackass. So, our man is going to exploit the burning over here and see if we can't start dishing out some damage. Hopefully, Doctor Strange will get taken out. Yep, should. Now, I could go unibeam and attempt to take out his agent, but I consider agents usually fairly low on the totem pole. Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of. So now I've got an interesting choice for my agent. I could go defensive on the flashing eye, or I could attempt to do some damage. So I'm going to just try to get rid of him. Leaves us with a 2-on-1. He goes next, though. Yeah. That hurt. Ooh, wow. That Nova Blast and the dots did it. So there you go. There's what some modern Avengers Alliance PvP looks like with the addition of the new Iron Man. and some of the strategies with him. The guy just barely pulled it out with a Nova. If he hadn't Nova'd, he probably would have lost. So, hope you enjoyed the video and maybe learn some stats from it and some strategies. Take care.